One of the more common questions I get when it comes to retention is, does it really make you stronger? Does it make you perform better in the gym? And since gym training is something I have experience in, since I've been lifting on and off for almost 29 years by now, I thought I'd talk a bit about that today.
Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Yeah, a real voice and person behind this video, who has been involved in the porn addiction community for more than a decade now. So if you're getting sick of all these fake AI videos out there, consider subscribing.
Now first let me say that when it comes to testosterone increase from retaining, there's quite a bit of differing opinions out there, and I have made videos and blog posts about that in the past. And I will link to those in the end of this video, because today I'm simply going to share my personal experience in regards to retaining and lifting here. Yeah, so a while back I watched a YouTube video by a gym trainer who did a 30-day retention experiment. I don't remember the guy's name now, but he wasn't, a guy who's normally into nofap. Which is good, because that meant he wasn't biased or anything like that. He just wanted to see what would happen if he abstained for 30 days while training. And let me tell you, he had a very difficult time of it. Really struggling with wanting to release. And if I remember correctly, he didn't really notice any energy and strength increase in the beginning. But then somewhere around week 3, things started to happen. He started to wake up before the alarm, having more energy, and he was able to work super hard in the gym. And I think he also broke some personal records there then. Yeah, so that's when I thought I'd share my experience with you guys as well, because I too have noticed strength gains in the gym when I retain. But here's the deal, just like him, for me it also takes a while before I start to feel that drive and the feelings of that will really help you when you're lifting. I'd say that for me, I definitely have to pass the 3-week mark before I start noticing anything like that. And it isn't really until I pass week 4, 5 and 6 that I start to feel like a beast in the gym. But man, oh man, I'm on week 6 right now, and I do feel the difference. The time frame is probably a bit different for everyone, and I might need a bit more time than you, since I'm, well, quite honestly, I'm starting to get a bit old. And by the way, just as an aside, no, I haven't relapsed. My last time I relapsed to adult sites was in the beginning of 2019, so no more adult sites for me. But then on top of that, I do retention in different cycles all over the year. Now, today I'm not talking so much about quitting adult sites and the dopamine side of things, although retention could for sure help with fine-tuning your dopamine system as well. But I want to let you know that I too have made personal bests in the gym while riding on good retention streaks. In fact, many of my personal bests have been made during some of my longer streaks. I do start to notice at least some energy increase a bit sooner, but then it really seems to be taking off in week 5, 6 and 7 for me. For example, I haven't benched real hard for a while now, but last time I did a pretty good bench with 10 reps of 120 kilo, I was well over in my second month of retention. And I honestly believe that I wouldn't have gotten those last 2, maybe 3 reps if I had been wasting all my male well, let's just call it male energy here and not get too fancy with the wording. So if you are lifting but you haven't yet noticed any help from retention, maybe you just haven't gone long enough yet. Try to get up there past week 5, 6, 7 and 8 and see if you start entering beast mode. This is an interesting experiment all men can do if they are up for it. And oh hey guys, speaking of rebooting and different timelines, if you haven't already, I highly recommend that you download my 90-day no PMO advice and tool guide while it's still available for free. Now this guide is not an online course or anything big like that, but it's an easy to read PDF file, almost like in bullet point form, with 13 bullet points for each week, as it takes 13 weeks to complete a 90-day challenge. It's a fun and very helpful reboot guide where I have taken into account what I have discovered about how it's normal to react during certain phases of your journey, and then implemented specific action steps that are best suited for you to do during those specific phases. From a psychological and neurobiological standpoint. For example, things that are typical to experience in the second week, and some things that are very normal to run into in the third week, and so on. And of course, I give you suggestions on what to do about it as well. So grab that guide right now while it's still available for free. You can see the guide on the screen right here. Just click on that and get it now. And oh hey guys, take a look at the video you can see on the screen right here if you want to discover how 4 different brain changes start taking place inside your brain if you become addicted to porn. Just take a look right now and you'll see exactly what I mean.